Alrighty, guys and gals. What's going on, everybody? It's Big E here. Welcome back to Cataclysm Classic. So, this episode, I'm doing a voiceover for it. I recorded this morning, but I was not feeling real well. And I knew that I would do the voiceover later, so doing it now. So, it's going to be a little bit of an odd one. This is the Ironman Challenge, and rules should be up on the screen or fading up if they haven't already. We're in the Barrens here, and what we're going to be doing is the second part to, I think it's called Supplies for the Crossroads. We've got to slay a couple of casters, some melee mobs, and then there's like a little boss over here on the other side of this ridge. A lot of people running around. Most of the mobs we were doing in here were actually gray, but I wanted to just get the quest done so we could get the XP for it. We do something a little bit dangerous the last half of the episode with harpies. I was feeling real uncomfortable in there, but I just kind of wanted to get the quest done. It's looking a little bit jaggedy on the screen, unfortunately. I hope it's not coming through too bad. Yeah, there's really no danger here with these mobs. I mean, you could get overwhelmed, but... yeah, I almost just kind of let the episode go. I was just going to explain what happened, you know, in the next one I recorded, but... yeah, I've just been I'm pretty stressed out lately. I think I actually made myself a little bit sick, made myself a little bit unwell with all the different things going on. Actually lost my voice a little bit yesterday. I did the King reads comments, and it was over 2 hours. And when you speak like that for that long and that consistently, it does wear on your voice. So that's a little bit unwell. Yeah, I may have bitten off a little more than I could chew with the current schedule. What I might end up having to do is just make the episodes shorter. Pretty much all of my episodes across all Let's Plays are about an hour long. I could just make shorter episodes and maybe get caught up a little bit. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, it's a Friday for me. Kind of hoping I'll hear something from the mechanic, but I've made up my mind. Right now it's 10:30 in the morning. If I've not heard from him by lunchtime, I'll give him till like 1 p.m. if he takes lunch or whatever. If I've not heard, I'll just call up there and see what's going on with the car. Although I feel like he should be the one initiating and giving me updates. But I haven't heard anything in a week. And I think he's had the car about 3 weeks now. So I think I kind of mess up here. I think I have to run out right here. I'm a little bit greedy. I know this is a ranged mob, but I was going to just try to get him to run out a little bit. However, I see two coming, so we just bail on this. Little Tauren over here to the left. I notice he's got me targeted. I think he's kind of waiting for somebody to clear out this area so that he can run in and get the supplies. Not a bad play. Yeah, I'm going to try to find myself a nice two-hander. Go for some higher DPS. This little one-handed axe we have is just garbage. we could be doing a lot better, I believe. I mean, the shield gives us a good, nice little chunk of armor, and we have a chance to block, but I need to, especially after reading the comments yesterday, I need to do a little quick change macro. I'm also going to be going into defensive stance in certain situations. Casters, specifically. And I think I spent a little time before I started recording this morning to put what I need on the bar. So when I switch over to defensive stance, the abilities are there. Because when you change stances, you basically get a new bar down there, or like all those things go away. So I think that druid, I think he starts running in now. That's cool. Cool with me. There he is. Yeah, he's trying for those supplies right there on the screen. Yeah. Kind of sucks fighting gray mobs. Yeah, so I don't know if you guys are picking up on the little bit of like jaggedness in the recording. It's actually not the recording. The recording is buttery smooth. So hopefully this isn't even an issue. What I'm doing is I just have the video open full screen and I'm just watching it play. So it just dawned on me, I actually don't even need this thing. I don't need it open like that. It's a lot of fun reading all the comments and all the help and the positive vibes, good vibes. You guys are the best. Really, really helps me out in my personal life, honestly. Gets me through, you know, if I'm not feeling well or overwhelmed, and which I often am. I usually get such overwhelming positive feedback. It's just lovely. Yeah, I think just all the stress and how busy and there's so much going on, and I've been really out of it and not pretty unfocused. I did an episode of City Skylines today, and I think I had to. It was broken up into 4 pieces or something, and I just kind of Frankensteined it together. I was just not able to really focus very well. It's not a good thing for this particular Let's Play. If you lose focus, you know, that's the end of the character. And my goal, really, I mean, obviously 60 is the goal, but I'd honestly be happy if I just made it to level 30. It's going to be tough. The no talents and only white gear is just, it makes warrior just crazy hard. That's why you know, when I was thinking about this challenge, it's just like, I have to have a shield, right? Because I am not going to have green gear with a bunch of strength and stamina on it, you know? And this is going to get real bad. But I guess it's a trade-off, right? If I'm If I've got a big two-hander or something and I'm doing, you know, more DPS, then the mob goes down quicker. I don't know. Maybe it balances out. We're going to feel it out. This is the mob we need. Kreenig. Snarl Snout. Yeah, there's an episode I couldn't even get recorded. The episode of Stray. Well, it's today for me, but it was supposed to come out yesterday for you guys when you see this. I literally didn't have time to do it. I couldn't do it. A little bit unfortunate. I've done this more than once. I've always released probably way too much. My channel averages basically 3 videos a day for like 3.5 years now or something. No, yeah, just over 3 years or so. I think this is our oh, I just need the yeah, I'm trying to figure out what I need here. It's not the Mystics, it's the other freaks. Geomancers. I'm sitting here in my chair, like I'm not on screen or anything, but I've got all of the lights on. Let me turn all this crap off. I'm not sure. I think I'm just so in the habit of turning the lights on when I narrate. Give me just a moment to turn these off. There we go. Much better. Figure out what I'm gonna have for lunch. Probably a burger. Maybe a little cheeseburger action and cook it up in the old air fryer. That's about all I've got. Yeah, this video, I recorded it, it was about 6 o'clock this morning. Finally got the, well, I got the motherboard return that I've been stressing out about. Well, one of the things I've been stressing out. I've not gotten refunded yet. I don't think they've received it yet, but just hope there's no, I don't know. It was such a, I've never had this much trouble with a return from Amazon. They're usually, you know, it's pretty straightforward and easy. This one was just a nightmare for some reason. I should be fully refunded for it. And well, the most stressful thing for me right now is my car. Not having, like, it's like 3 weeks. It's been over 3 weeks, I think, without the car.
Strength and honor.
And I'm most worried that he's gonna charge me a bunch of money, and it should all be covered under the work that he's already done. It's got like a 12,000 mile or 1 year warranty. I don't know.
Hail.
But
Be careful.
if he says, you know, if he gives me some, I mean, it should be no charge at all, really, but if he gives me some ridiculous number, I'm going to push back real effing hard. Like, I've got the warranty right here, right at the desk here.
With honor.
Oh.
Go forth to victory.
I don't know. I just hope he figures it out. It's pretty weird what's happening with the car. I don't really understand it. I thought 100% it was the oxygen sensor because it had a code come up after he did the work, and it was running really, really bad. But what's weird about it is it was okay for like 3 weeks. Well, yeah. Well, almost a month. It was okay for like almost a month, and then all of a sudden it was running horribly. The service engine light was on, and it wasn't on before. And yeah, when I put a scanner on it, it was an O2 sensor. And what I should have done is right then and there, when I went to pick up the car, I should have said, this needs to be fixed, because I didn't have this problem before. But I had been without the car for that time for like 3 weeks or something. Like a month, almost. It's like the same situation. So, I don't know. See what happens. I just want the car back so I can stop worrying if it can be fixed, if there's going to be a charge. So I do something here. I just decided to do it. We're going right up to that peak there. This is a memorial of a very young man who died very early on. His name was Michael Coiter. And that is the shrine of the fallen warrior up there. I guess he played as an orc warrior, and Blizzard put an in-game memorial. There is a picture I found of him. The guy was like 20 years old or something like that. It was like crazy young. Never found a cause of death. It just said he died suddenly. And I do have a series on the channel. It's called Honoring the Dead. You can search for it on the channel. I go to all of the memorials in Azeroth, Outland, and Northrend. And I've looked up the information, and I go over what happened to the person or anything that I could find online. And I talk about it and read it and show you where the memorial is and all of that. I'm just trying to get a view of them. Yeah, if you ever wonder what this is, I don't know if he was a Blizzard employee, but he was. I mean, I think he actually was. But all of the memorials, well, 99% of the memorials in the game are either Blizzard employees or they were good friends of like that core team. They've also done memorials to like famous people like Farrah Fawcett and a couple of other ones. As a pretty, it was an incredibly difficult series to do. I broke down many times and had to stop recording and do a little crying and, you know, just start recording again. Some of them were really, really sad, rough. The worst is Ezra Chatterton, a young boy who died. And that memorial is not too far from here. It's actually in Mulgore. Ahoof Wheathab, I think, is the character's name. You have to find the missing dog. Can you help me find my dog? And from what I read, I don't know if this is true, but I read that the voice you hear, it was Ezra's voice. And man, when I was reading that, God, it was... I probably had to stop 2 or 3 times and just did like a cut scene. It was incredibly sad. But yeah, if you're interested in that, again, it's called Honoring the Dead. Excuse me. Yeah, so the harpies, we're going to be slaying the slayers, the Witchwing slayers over here to get the rings, and a couple of pretty dicey situations. I was thinking about bailing on it. Really should not have been over there. I played it as carefully as I could. I knew there were some stealth mobs, and we do actually pull one. I could hear it. I heard it, but couldn't get away from it. And luckily, I had just finished a fight, and I think I was okay. But if that mob had been on us, because I was getting down to half health or a quarter health in some situations. If we had pulled that mob while fighting another one, it probably would have died. I pull this raptor here. I forget these things do a call, so you see him run over here. Not the worst. You know, we got like 3/4 health, so it's not like a panic situation. But yeah, this axe that we have, this little one-hander, is not good. Super low DPS. If I can get something that does some decent damage, you know, it's definitely worth keeping the shield up, depending on what we're fighting. But now that I know casters, they just ignore armor and shit, I will be switching probably into defensive stance with a two-hander. Just trying to burn them down. I think I get a little dicey situation right here too. I didn't notice there's a hyena right there. Yeah, a little bit panicky right here. Almost run into a raptor here. Or another lion, rather. Luckily I didn't get dazed right there. I was just waiting to be dazed. I wasn't as sideways as I should have been there. So I'm also using Blood Rage now. I have it down there somewhere. It's actually up on above my character portrait. Got a little keybind for it. It definitely helps out. If I don't get a charge off on something, we're like way behind trying to get enough rage to just do a basic ability, right? I mean, not like a white shot, but... So it definitely helps out. I can get my battle shout up or get a rend off or something. Yeah, my voice is still a little bit raw from yesterday. I'm going to try not to get that far behind again. I think I even took two breaks to go get a drink. But it's a lot of reading. Really enjoy it, though. It's always fun reading what you guys and gals have to say. And I realize I'm really not comfortable still with a rotation. I go back and forth between, like, is rend better or should I be thunderclapping? Sunder Armor is on the bar. The problem I've been having with Sunder Armor is I do so little DPS that the fight just seems to be extended because I'm just waiting for the rage to use Sunder Armor. So I know it's a damn good ability, but I think the problem is I'm just not really comfortable with, like, a go-to rotation yet. I think I find myself putting, after the charge, I'll put a bleed up. You know, the heroic strike is usually what I'm doing. I'm trying to save enough rage so that I can put hamstring for the mobs that run away, which are all of these. Yeah, I think I just don't know what I should be prioritizing. It's only we have Rend rank 2, which is just really doesn't do that much damage, kind of garbage. Thunderclap takes like twice as much rage to put down. Yeah, I don't know, really. And now that I'm putting up, like, I'm using the Blood Rage, I'm using Demoralizing Shout and Battle Shout, so it takes a little time to get set up, especially if I don't have Battle Shout up already. I try to always keep it up, obviously. But, you know, if I'm Demo Shouting and Blood Raging, it seems like it's like 5 seconds or so before I'm even attacking in some situations. But I know that Demo Shout is good. I think that should probably be something I'm prioritizing. Reducing their attack power and how much damage they're doing to me, right? Anyway, I'm going to... Well, you guys can't see what I'm doing here, but I'm gonna... Gotta do a little Walmart order here. Basically, I have no food in my house. I've got plenty of burgers. Just gonna do a little... something cheap. Well, it's gotta be $35 at least. If it's $35, then I don't get the delivery fee on them, which I don't want. Let's see, we'll take some of these. I'll take some of the... Nah, I don't want that, actually. Yeah, this is pretty risky, honestly, what I'm doing in there with the yellow mobs. But especially this place, because there are patrols. There's also an elite mob that's what I was mainly looking for, scanning the area there. But back beyond this tree line, you have they're stealth mobs, and they fly like across the map. It's pretty nerve-wracking, honestly. You do pull one. I think I'm just about out of hamburger buns as well. There's keto buns in here, and they're literally twice as expensive as any other thing, just because they just take advantage so much of people trying to eat healthier. It's kind of stupid, honestly. But I'm kind of used to it. Doesn't take long to get your total up to 35. So I have 7 items in my cart, and I'm at $36, man. Just ridiculous. The prices of things. Not even kidding, man. I remember in the 70s, sometimes I would go to the grocery store with my mom. Like a basket, a shopping cart full of stuff, $20. It's absolutely ridiculous. Don't really know what else I want here. I'm kind of feeling like some fast foody stuff. I try to avoid that crap. It looks better, right? It always looks better than than it is. I'm gonna grab some of that. Let's continue to check out here. Don't forget your usuals. No, thank you. $10 tip. I think I'm going to do the updates with this. Watch out for those things. They've got so there's one right there. Yeah, this is the one I pulled. So luckily we were like full health, right? But that could have been disastrous. Right there. All right, order placed. I've not been to a grocery store in a while. And I got to be honest, I don't know that I'll go again with the delivery stuff they have. It's real convenient, right? Especially for somebody with pretty severe anxiety about going outside or being in public. But, like, I don't have a car, so it's fortunate I've got the delivery system. So I just wing clipped here to get a little bandage. I don't think it was necessary, but I was missing a lot getting parried. You can see how low we're getting here. So if another mob came up, bad shape. Here's another miss. So right about this time, I was like, I just need to get out of here. What I actually did, I almost stopped recording. It was just going to run out and just not even show it, but I didn't want to do that. I want to show the whole journey here for the most part for the challenge. I do appreciate all of the help I've been getting, you know, about creating like a macro where I could switch, and I am going to be doing it. The Blood Rage definitely is helping out. Like I said, the only thing I'm really unsure of is what I should be prioritizing. I mean, do I worry about Thunderclap? Do I even continue to rend? It does so little damage. I don't know if it's worth it. Maybe I should just be Sundering Armor, Heroic Strike, and Thunderclap. I do have my Overpower down there to when I get dodged, which is quite a bit. I gotta be honest, man. I really wish Battle Shout stayed up for 5 minutes. It's like a juggling act with the rage and trying to keep that up. 2 minutes is just ridiculous. It's going to be a long one. Well, I'm talking about like the series, but honestly, there is no way we're getting as far as we did on the Hunter. I still can't get over that. Level 57. We would have been 60. If I had played it safe, I could have just ground out the mobs there in Winter Spring. We could have just hit 60 in Winter Spring, and I don't know what the hell I was doing. Really sad about it. More content for you guys, right? Because I've already made up my mind. We're going to be doing the Ironman challenge until I hit 60 on some character. If it's the warrior, that's the top of the tops, right? But whatever happens here, I'll probably do a poll, and we'll see. Obviously, we won't do Hunter or Warrior again. Probably be Mage or Rogue. We'll see. Warlock is an option, obviously. Priest? Yeah, it's also an option. Thing about Priest, I think Shadow is a talent, right? And we're not allowed to choose talents. I think. So I would never go Shadow form. Rogue would be a solid choice for sure. I mean, it'd be difficult early on, like all of the classes are pretty difficult early on, but man, once we got that Vanish, Sprint, we got some get out of jail free cards there. A lot of defensive CDs. What's the thing where you basically you have like a 90% chance to dodge or something? Can't remember what it's called. Fairly short CD on it too. I don't think we need very many more of these things. Yeah, just one more ring is all we need here. The follow-up to this is, of course, Serena Bloodfeather. Gonna be waiting a little bit before we do that. Got to keep with the green quests, the green mobs. It's my best chance.
Well done.
Well done. Trying to find the best route out of here. I don't recommend just trying to run past stuff, not in this challenge. Death matters here, right? So just fight your way out. Somebody was saying I think it was, well, I can't remember who it was. I've recently upgraded the PC. I couldn't really afford to do any of it, but I'm looking at it as an investment in the channel, which is how I look at everything. If I'm spending money on trying to improve the quality and, you know, things like that, it's an investment in the channel. But I got a really good graphics card. Motherboard changed over. Had to get a new power supply. It's basically a new computer, essentially. Even the case is different now because literally the case I had, the graphics card I had would not fit into it. It is an absolute beast. It barely fits in this ATX mini tower. It's insane. But somebody was wanting to like get a shot of the computer. I might do that. I've got it elevated a little bit on a little stand off the carpet because it does pull air from the bottom. It's on a little wheeled stand. Plenty of circulation. It's got 3 massive fans in the front. It's got 3 fans on the top, 1 in the back. Plus, I've got on the CPU, I've got a CPU cooler. Plenty of circulation through it. It's got a shit ton of lights everywhere. I've turned them off. I don't really like that look. Like the power supply has a light. All of the fans have a light. The only lights I can't turn off, unfortunately, are the fan on the CPU cooler. That has a light. It's the only light. And then the video card itself has lights on it. They're pretty low key though. And of course the video card, it has 3 fans on it as well. But yeah, I might see if I can get a shot of it or something. I mean, I gotta be honest, it does look cool with all the lights on, but when I was building it, I literally didn't even plug in the RGBs. They were plugged in initially to the system board, but I don't. The reason for that is because I'm at this desk all the time, right? And if I'm trying to watch a movie or something at night, to see all of those lights and shit, it's so distracting to me. You know, and it's just kind of unnecessary. I mean, it'd be different if I had this thing in the background, right? I didn't have a green screen. When early on in the channel, that's how it was. I didn't have a green screen. You could kind of see. I had my little room decorated and everything, and it's actually in a different room before the one I'm in now, but yeah, that'd be different. It's just me in here. Nobody else sees this, so. All right, we're coming to an end. I think I'm going to turn in the quest. I think I do jump on the bird, and I'm going to head to Orgrimmar because we got like 4 green items. Yeah, I think I'm going to post those. In fact, pretty sure I already did post them. See if we make some sales there.
Speak, friend.
And hopefully I narrated okay. It's a little strange watching a video I did earlier and narrating over it.
Go forth to victory.
I'll go forth to some victory, brother. Gotta get some wool. Yes, we do. The bandages are not real good. I actually restore health much, much quicker by eating, but obviously I can't do that in combat. So I pick up Serena there, but we're probably going to wait till level 20 to do that, I think. I mean, you can actually get back there to her pretty much with only having to fight a couple of mobs.
Sug for the horde.
But still, it's dangerous back there. Anyway, that's it. I do appreciate you guys and gals hanging out with me. I sure do. Take care.
Hello.
I did the wrong greeting there.
May the
There it
wind
is.
be at your
Brutus and I will see you in the next episode. Take care. Peace.